Welcome on into the 11th episode of the Heel Tactics Podcast. We are past 10 now.
Yes, we are.
And we are still rolling. The views are lower than ever. But yeah, we're still on the Clash in Paris gravy train right now.
I guess that's what we're calling it.
It's not really a gravy train. It's not good enough for that.
I agree. It was a lackluster week in wrestling. No, aside from the AAA,
It was a lackluster week on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, Raw and SmackDown felt.
Now we're here to talk about WWE, so we talk about Raw and SmackDown.
Yep, but I say we hit some TripleMania action real quick.
Now
we get into
full
Raw and SmackDown.
transparency, we are not weekly viewers of AAA.
No,
but we did watch this.
it was hype.
It was sick.
Yes, it was. You want to just start from the top, or just hit a couple matches we want to talk about?
Hit whatever we want to talk about.
All right, cool.
But the top is the best spot to start because the Copa Bardahl, or AAA's version of the Royal Rumble, essentially 14 competitors, over the top rope, pinfall, or submission,
which
eliminates people.
I like that.
This match was sick.
Yes,
this was awesome. I don't have the list of opponents.
Yeah, I got it on my phone. Let me pull that out real quick.
But
La Parka starting it, and La Parka's fit walking to the ring was sick. Yeah, we had La Parka and Laredo Kid start.
Laredo Kid, we've seen him a few times in person.
Yeah, they were both just put on a solid match.
Laredo Kid oddly got eliminated kind of early, but
yeah, I thought, and this
he's the cruiserweight champion.
Could just be. Because I get this way with the Rumble. You know, like when you're watching the Rumble and somebody comes out and it feels like they wreck somebody for like 5 minutes and then like somebody comes out and then it's like almost instantly another person comes out. I kind of felt that way in this match. I didn't know if the intervals were like inexact.
It felt exact. It was supposed to be 90 seconds. To me, it felt exact for like the first 10 people. And then the last 4 felt really spaced out, especially between when Omos came out.
Yeah. But we had... a couple WWE guys in the match. We had Joaquin Wilde. We had Cruz del Toro. We had Otis returning
from injury.
We haven't seen Otis in a while. Coming back at TripleMania is hype.
Yeah, good for him.
We had Omos. Yeah, that was it for WWE guys in this match. Yeah. Is Omos still? Yeah, Omos is still
Omos is
still
signed.
Contract. So
he just doesn't do stuff in WWE.
Yeah.
They just send him wherever they want.
A couple of like well-known through AAA history guys in terms of Cybernetico was there. Conan was hyping him up a lot. He was really solid in the ring. We had Microman, who may be
what a legend.
My favorite guy in AAA, period. We had Aerostar, which I don't think he was like a super, super old guy, but he was...
It's a lineage.
Yeah. He gave me a lot of like almost the way he presented himself, Axiom vibes, but he was solid in the ring. Mecha Wolf.
He
was
cool.
tight. Yeah, I liked Mecha Wolf. Pimpinella, which
I
got a history lesson.
Going on there.
I was hyped. Like seeing it, I was like, what's going on? And then the interactions with Otis, hype. I love how excited the fans got. Got a little history lesson from my uncle about him and sick stuff. Who else was in the match? Octagon Jr. was the final entry.
We've seen Octagon Jr.
He was solid in there. And then 2 guys from the Los Vipers. I don't remember the first guy's name because they said it really fast and it passed me. And the second guy was Taurus, which he wore the actual like bull mask. He was sick too.
I don't know the history.
Yeah.
But behind him, what's his relationship with the Black Toros?
Yeah. I don't know.
AKA Beast Mortos.
Yeah, Beast Mortos.
I'm sure there's something there because they're not even just like the fact that they're named Toros, but their masks, their gear,
very similar.
Everything was very similar. I hate to just show the fact that I don't know about AAA, but I don't know much about AAA.
There's not enough time in the day, but after...
And, I mean, not to call it mainstream, to say it's not mainstream is not what I'm trying to say, but like, until recently, it's not been very pushed on in America.
Yes.
Pushed at all.
Yeah.
WWE's YouTube is the main source of it now getting really pushed in America because they're hyping it up constantly.
As they should.
Whereas AAA used to do some stuff with AEW. Aside from seeing FTR walk out with the AEW tag titles, there was no promotion.
Yeah. I like that it's being pushed more because Lucha Libre as a whole is just a phenomenal style of wrestling. And I feel like if you take someone who's never watched wrestling and you sit them down and yes, it was TripleMania. Yes, it's one of their biggest shows. So they're all going to go out there and kill it. But if you just sat somebody down and made them watch TripleMania and then watched either Raw or SmackDown,
you would never want to watch WWE.
No, you would
if
never
you
watch
weren't
it again.
Somebody who's been a WWE fan.
Absolutely. You would see just the stuff they do in ring.
Beautiful. And just it's not even just the style. Because it's so broad. Like Lucha Libre. You have people Toros, who's just this big guy.
Yeah.
He's not doing all this crazy stuff. And then you got people like Octagon Jr., who are just these insane high flyers. And it's just this spectrum.
They cover so many
of what they're able to encapsulate
and
just the history and lore behind it. I don't know all of it. But just hearing Conan talk about some of this stuff.
I could listen to Conan all night long.
The fact that all these characters are lineage characters is really sick. There's not one La Parka.
No.
There's an original La Parka.
But it's just
But that doesn't make the La Parka that we saw at TripleMania any less La Parka.
Yeah.
He is still the same character.
Agreed. And it's almost like...
and they even refer to it as characters. When they talk about... some of the people Conan's always oh, that was so-and-so's last character that they created.
It almost I feel like if you were younger than what we are, obviously, more like a child watching wrestling, luchadors almost feel more superhero-esque because of the outfits and the style.
Especially what you're presented to with
else.
WWE.
Yeah.
With Rey Mysterio, when we were younger, Sin Cara.
But I like
when
that.
I was younger, Sin Cara.
I like that. Like you're saying with the lineage, it's in the comics, if something happens to Batman, someone else picks up the mantle. And I like that Lucha Libre continues the story of the character, and it doesn't just stop when someone retires. Which adds to the lore of it so much more.
I mean, literally, Rey Mysterio is a lineage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But you could, literally, if I said right here today, La Parka's my favorite of all time, in 20 years... or 30 years,
there's still going to be La Parka.
Someone's going to be oh, La Parka's my favorite current wrestler because he's still La Parka is still wrestling, which is just a really cool additive to it, I guess.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's not every character is a lineage character. No. There's only one Conan, obviously,
K-Dog,
but
Goat.
It's cool to see stuff like that exist,
Absolutely.
And it's so different from what you get to see on normal American television. That it's extremely fascinating.
Yeah. But yeah, the Copa Bardahl was sick. We had Omos win it all.
Hey, I think he earned this. Because honestly, Omos has been in the slums for a long time of his career.
Yeah.
And just to see how good Omos is when he's not on WWE television.
Yeah.
And how much he's improved because he's not been in WWE in so long.
Absolutely.
It's very impressive, and I'm very happy for Omos.
Yeah. And I was extremely excited when Otis came out. I wonder if, because the song that hit when he came out had the shoosh part from
Chad
Gable,
I think that was probably just a mistake.
They had old audio they used for him. But yeah, I thought the match overall was fun. Lots of motion at all times. Never gets stale.
Well,
even sometimes with the Rumble, you get stale moments, but... It never stopped in AAA. They were all flying around, bouncing around, doing something, keeping your attention.
The Microman and Omos spot.
Hype. Otis using Microman as a weapon. Solid. It was sick. The whole show was sick, but that was probably my favorite match. There's one more in contention.
How can you not love it?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way you watched it and didn't.
Just show anybody the one scene of Microman when Omos turns around. That's how do you not love it?
I agree. But
and I think WWE posted it and they were 7'3" versus 3'3" or something like that. Really.
So crazy. And then when Omos picks him up, you gotta think from his perspective, how high he is. It's crazy. But yeah,
you're on top of the ring,
and
then on top of the 7'6" something of Nigerian
with
giant
his arms up.
with his extremely long arms up.
It's crazy to think about. But it was very exciting. Shout out Omos for winning that match. Hopefully, we get some kind of Omos popping back up in the WWE.
I think let him go on a little bit of a run in AAA until there's this. And it's sad because I feel like talking about Omos, it's been like until there's a spot in WWE for him again. But like truly, they aren't in a spot right now where they are ready with either of their rosters for a giant to dominate.
I agree.
But it is something that will be needed, especially seeing as there's no Braun Strowman anymore. And even if Braun Strowman were still around, he'd be a face.
Agreed.
And he loses.
All the time.
I want Omos to keep getting so much better outside of WWE so that when he finally comes back, people who just watch WWE are like, holy crap, Omos has gotten so
head and shoulders above what he used to be. Yeah. When he comes back, he needs to be, like, in the beginning, they book him as dominant because he's a giant. But he needs to, like, show the fans why he's dominant.
Yeah. I'd say seeing what he did in this match was just already an in-ring improvement, too.
I do not disagree. And then we had another highlight moment to talk about. Almost every match had WWE personnel in it. Obviously because of
we have another Forbidden Door. Not Forbidden Door. Worlds Collide in like 3 weeks.
September 18th, I think, was the date. But yeah, we had WWE personnel in almost every match. We had the Judgment Day.
This match was also...
This is probably my
Judgment Day with Finn, JD, and Raquel versus Mystery Iguana, Lola Vice, and Nino Hamburguesa.
What a guy.
Big boy.
What a guy.
This match was also just extremely fun.
So fun. Never stopped. And something happened in this match because on Raw, Balor's whole like section through here was bruised to crap. And I don't remember seeing a spot that would have like caused it. But something in this match probably happened because I didn't notice it during this match. But yeah, Mystery Iguana.
He comes out with a different song in AAA than he does in WWE. I don't quite understand that.
Mystery Iguana quite literally needs a rocket strapped to his back and set off to the top of every promotion because he is phenomenal.
Well, he's about to win over the heart of Lola Vice.
What a guy. I thought out of the people, no one from WWE was bad, like on the show. But I think out of the, like, obviously you had El Grande, you had Dom, you had Dragon Lee. 3 characters or guys that are Lucha Libre-esque or grew up in it. Finn and JD are 2 of the very few guys that aren't luchadors on the WWE roster that you can send into a Lucha Libre.
And they will fit perfectly.
Kill it.
Just like a puzzle piece right there.
They were phenomenal in this match.
Wow. Finn and JD are phenomenal in ring.
Who would have
thought?
Yeah, and then of course we had the amazing spot where Mr. Iguana got La Yesca out, and Finn had
I don't know.
It was like La Dimoneta or
I don't know,
but it was
what
a guy name.
JBL kept calling it, but Finn pulling out a demon puppet that bit La Yesca,
sick. Highlight of the night for me.
And then Nino Hamburguesa brought Finn a burger.
It was gold.
Just for Finn to get dropped by Mr. Iguana after.
Yeah. And
Hamburguesa hit a suicide dive on Finn and JD.
It was sick.
And they were going for the rest of the match.
For him.
She had to.
It was so short.
Oh boy.
A lot of
weird
fun.
team.
But it was that team made the match fun. Just the complete randomness of every single one of them. Made that match great.
JBL thought there was more than just randomness going on.
JBL on commentary.
I love that he was there.
And then
I've
Corey
missed
Graves.
him on commentary so much.
It was the 3 fit together very well.
Because you got Conan, who's your historian. Corey Graves is running play-by-play. And you got JBL, who's just being stupid.
It was awesome. Yeah, that definitely was probably my match of the week. I'll just go ahead and say that.
And Raquel won it for the Judgment Day by pinning Lola Vice.
Yes.
Good. You don't have a AAA person taking the pin on that too, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I'm always... From here on out, if there's... I mean, obviously, somewhere down the roads, some crack will form in the Judgment Day to where Dom and Finn go their separate ways, or Finn and JD and Dom go their... Every time there's a Worlds Collide or a AAA pay-per-view where you're going to have WWE talent, please send Finn and JD. That's all I'm asking for.
I have a hard time. I feel like there's never going to be able to be much of a divide between Finn and JD.
No, they should stick together almost always. But then you are perpetually putting both of them in a tag team.
Not really. You can have it be like Gunther and Ludwig will always be allies, but they're not really doing stuff with each other right now.
Well, we haven't seen Ludwig in...
Well, Gunther is injured.
Yeah.
But still, that same type of relationship.
Yeah.
JD run mid-card, finally, if you want to put Finn back in the main spotlight of the...
Will they ever?
Main event.
That's the question. But yeah. So then, moving forward, we had the tag title match.
Extreme Rules, very fun match. I don't have too much to say about
Clown
specific
and
spots.
Pagano won the AAA tag titles.
But I think Psycho Clown might have one of the coolest masks in all of wrestling. How he peels down his face, that's just so sick.
I'm not a big clown guy.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, when he came out of Smackdown, I was like, okay, this guy...
He's not too clown.
No, and he's good in the ring. It's just like, there's that divide in my head where if you're going to be portraying a clown...
Well, they got a whole gang of clowns hanging out with them.
But yeah, Los Garza dropped the AAA tag titles. So
I never expected them to hold it much longer than this.
Yeah, I think it was a cool moment to show that like unification of WWE and AAA. They did a good job.
Another moment like that soon in life.
But they did a good job, which almost like what I was making my point about Dragon Lee last week when I was saying you could benefit Dragon Lee alone just by letting him win the AAA Mega Champ and then just being basically in AAA all the time. They took a back seat to SmackDown being the AAA champs, but they did their job. Like, they did a good job in AAA. And it got eyes from both viewers to crossover, which is at the end of the day the point.
And that was like the...
Yeah, we're here. We're together.
Yeah. There was a women's title match. There was a Latin American title match. I don't have too much to say about those, but there was also the main event.
Yes.
Fatal 4-Way for the Mega Championship. We got Hijo del Vikingo. We got...
hated.
Yeah.
The crowd hated him.
I saw people were just like, this is Big Dog Roman.
Crazy.
Except Vikingo can freaking go.
Yeah.
You had...
He never had a bad spot.
Dominic Mysterio, insanely over.
Yes.
You had El Grande Americano, insanely over. You had Dragon Lee.
The wings with his entrance, solid.
I liked that they brought out the Chinese-style dragon. It's so funny to me that the two that were the most over with the crowd were the heels in the match.
Yeah. Which, heel tactics, they should be. Heel should always be over. Yeah, the match had... For it to be the main event of AAA and having 3 WWE guys in there is pretty crazy. But the one AAA guy getting booed every time he did something was crazy. I loved it. Yeah. But it was crazy.
It's crazy to see Vikingo get booed, but it's really just because you're putting him in the ring with Dom. And Dom is so red hot over right now.
Yeah.
There's going to be nothing you can do.
Well,
especially when these fans want to see Dom as the champ.
Yes. I also saw a lot about fans are kind of annoyed that Vikingo was like just put the title right back on, like you were saying, because they didn't want Del Rio to be the champ coming into Worlds Collide.
Well, I don't know if much fans wanted Del Rio as the champ either.
I'm not a part of that fan base.
I love Del Rio.
Yeah.
Very unpopular opinion. We're some of the only people I know in the world who love Alberto Del Rio.
Probably.
But he's sick.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But Vikingo got booed the entire match. We had some outside interference from everyone that was a part of a faction. We had Judgment Day come out. We had the Los Grandes come out. Did anyone
LWO come out?
Yeah, LWO came out for Dragon Lee, and no one came out for...
nobody likes Vikingo.
Yeah, apparently the crowd didn't either.
He did take a brutal table spot, though. There was a ton of crazy high-flying spots and this and that.
I'll tell you my favorite part of the match, really, was not that the 3 guys didn't kill it on commentary, But when the table spot happened,
and there was
it actually was
noise.
they couldn't talk, and you were just watching the match. That was gold. I loved it. You were fully focused in on the match. There was no outside noise, nothing. You were just locked in on the wrestling.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen, but stuff like that should happen more.
Yeah.
Especially in like a really
The thing is, I think
moment.
that was that they didn't plan that. That was actually something got messed up.
No different than like...
And even when they came back on commentary, it sounded a little different. Like Corey Graves sounded a little different. So I think they might have had an actual issue happen with the mics.
Yeah. But like, people come across great things accidentally all the time. I think that was one of them. Like, you're not going to do it for every match, but like, say a super big moment. Like, Cody and Cena, how big of a moment that's supposed to be. Having everyone dial in instead of hearing Michael Cole scream about Cody Rhodes.
The problem is they would rather be able to post a million social media clips of Michael Rhodes.
Oh, no.
Michael Cole being like, oh my God, Cody did it. I love you, Cody. Yeah. Oh my God, this is the best moment I've ever seen. This is amazing. And instead of just watching wrestling.
Yeah. That the in the ring moment, not that the announcers are bad. The announcers add a ton to the product. But there's certain like
But when it's just four wrestlers who are doing amazing in-ring stuff, just going at it without stopping, you don't need to play-by-play that.
No, let it ride. Especially when there's not a slow moment. Like in that moment, they're all going.
Now, if they all hit a ton of stuff and then they all are down,
go to rest. Yeah,
you can talk. That's a great spot to start talking again. But if it's just
let it happen.
Let it happen. Let that be the moment, not you talking about it on commentary.
Agreed. Not against commentary.
No,
it doesn't have to be like every match or anything. I'm just saying like certain
just spots in matches.
Certain spots
don't need commentary sometimes.
Just high magnitude moments. I'd rather just let it breathe.
Stuff that the fans understand. The fans know what's going on.
Yes.
The fans know what they're watching.
Yes.
They know they're watching greatness. It doesn't need to be told to them how amazing this is.
I agree. But Dom almost had the match won.
Dom should have had the match won. He was my pick. I defended for the one match, for this singular match.
Yep.
Neither of us picked the winner.
But Dom has it lined up.
I guess I'm still the champ.
And we get a masked person come out and interfere. It's AJ Styles. Dom's biggest hater, and I'm here for it. And then the crowd goes crazy because it's AJ, and then he helps Vikingo back in the ring, and the crowd immediately
just hands Vikingo the win. I don't mind that AJ cost Dom the match,
but
I do mind that was the last thing that happened before the final spot.
Yes.
If he cost Dom the match and then it just became a triple threat between the other three, that's how you should have done that.
Yeah.
Instead of just handing Vikingo, the guy who's not over in his own company apparently, just handing him the win there.
I agree.
Wasn't the way to do it. Still a great match up to that point, but the ending wasn't. I don't care that Vikingo retained.
Yeah,
I'm fine with him retaining, unlike a million people in the world. But that shouldn't have been that Vikingo finisher win. Shouldn't have been.
Yes, there should have been a little bit more substance.
Because that's not him earning that win at all.
Yeah, I agree. But
especially after he was barely involved in the match after being put through the table.
Yes, he was very just laying off to the side, waiting for the moment to happen. But TripleMania was sick. Enjoyed the show a lot. Like you said, we got Worlds Collide coming up where Dom's challenging Vikingo one-on-one.
Dom's beating Vikingo.
Yes.
It's happening.
Most likely, yes.
Do we see Dom as a double champion, Intercontinental champion, and AAA Mega champion? Or does AJ take the belt off of him before that?
I wouldn't be shocked if AJ gets the belt before it. I don't think they've announced them at Clash at Paris, but I wouldn't be shocked at this point.
Let's see. We got World Title Fatal 4-Way, Cena Logan, Sheamus Rusev.
A Stephanie Vaquer match.
Maybe not.
Well,
I'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Supposedly.
So that leaves, if they're sticking to a 5-match pay-per-view,
Roman and
2 spots.
Roman and Bronson are fighting.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that leads, if they're sticking to a 5-match pay-per-view, 1 spot. But if they're not done being stupid and realize that matches should have more than 5 pay-per-views should have more than 5 matches, like they did with Evolution, there might be 2 spots left or 3 spots left.
Yeah. So there's room for it to happen. I just don't know if we're going to get it.
I must say, I don't think we're getting Drew Cody on the card.
Was it? Yeah, and I hope we don't. Was it Paris where Cody fought AJ? Wasn't it France?
Yes.
The crowd loved AJ. I wouldn't be shocked if they let him go over there and beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked.
But the crowd might love Dom.
Oh, everyone's gonna love Dom until it's that moment where you have to boo
The
him.
problem is, yes, I see why you separate the belts. And the Intercontinental Championship picture isn't the most interesting right now because of how involved Dom is with AAA.
Yeah.
But for the history of it, I'd rather you keep the belt on him until he unifies. He can lose it a week after.
Yeah.
I'd rather you keep the Intercontinental title on him until he unifies the belts. I'd like to see the match between AJ and Dom not just be them. You've had Dragon Lee, it's so involved in Dominic Mysterio's situation, let it be a triple threat. Let that be Dom pinning Dragon Lee so AJ screwed out of his belt again, out of the match again, which warrants a third match. And Dragon Lee's been doing such good work lately, he deserves a WWE pay-per-view shot.
Wish they would have kept the momentum up.
They won't make it a triple threat. Dragon Lee won't be on that show, but that's what they should do.
I don't disagree. I like the fantasy booking there. I'm with it. But let's put TripleMania behind us. We've got to get to...
Seems like... I mean, I just started running with some Monday Night Raw stuff, but let's just hit SmackDown.
Yes, I agree. Let's get through SmackDown. We had MFTs start the show. Solos talking to... They were
on
Boston.
SmackDown.
Yeah. SmackDown, Boston,
Sammy,
acknowledge me.
Stomped out. Jimmy.
Stomped out.
Jacob. Stomped out.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Sammy came out. And his pay-per-view, his promo did not...
We can't speak tonight.
No. His promo did not hit home for me because his promo was basically, Solo, thank you for liberating me from having to go after the world
be
title.
Something better than I am. Thank you, Solo, for making me want to be in the mid-card again.
My thing was, he acts like for the past 6 months on Raw, he's been in the world title picture.
He's been in the Karrion Kross picture.
He's not done anything.
Literally, he was in King of the Ring and didn't even get close to winning. That's it.
Aside from him talking about wanting to be champion, he's not done anything stepping
He's
towards
talked
it.
about wanting to be champion, and he's been in King of the Ring.
Yeah.
He's not had any number one contendership matches.
Nope.
He's not gotten close to a world title match.
Nope.
He has literally just fought Karrion Kross since he last fought Kevin Owens.
Yeah. So the promo did not hit home for me, but Sammy announces that he's...
And it also doesn't hit home because why would he want to go back to the mid-card?
Because he's never won one belt.
Well, he's still always been in the mid-card.
Yeah.
But there's 2 belts he's never won. Why did he care about the U.S. belt? Why should he care? Aside from the fact that he's in a story with Solo Sikoa now, which is stupid, and I really hope they don't give Sami Zayn the United States title.
Agreed. I love Sammy, but agreed. Actually, I'll disagree. And here's why I'll disagree. If it's not Sammy, it's going to be Jacob or Jimmy. I want the U.S. title away from the bloodline.
I'd rather it be Jacob or Jimmy because Sammy doesn't need it.
But Sammy will go defend against somebody else. If Jacob wins it, he's fighting Solo. He's fighting Talo Tonga. He's fighting JC Mateo.
Sammy getting that belt automatically puts him 10 steps backwards away from the world title.
Cody Rhodes is the champ on SmackDown. He's nowhere near a world title.
What if Cody Rhodes loses quicker?
He's not going to.
What if he has a short reign? Or, as I've said on every single episode, the Royal Rumble is in Saudi Arabia.
Yes. He can challenge whoever, though.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be Cody.
But I don't think he'll beat Seth either.
Triple H is so trash at booking the mid-card, we don't need another main eventer being a mid-card champion.
He's trash at booking the men's mid-card.
Indeed. Well, no. He's trash at booking the men's mid-card
the women's
and
IC.
the women's U.S. mid-card.
Yes. I think we could agree to disagree on this one because I personally think out of the people who Hold on.
I know you had your point. You really want to see Sami Zayn be the U.S. champion over Jimmy Uso.
No, not at all.
Exactly.
Not at all.
Just prove yourself.
Personally, I would rather Jimmy win it, but I just know this leads into my thoughts on most of the mid-card on SmackDown right now. There's so many people. Melo, Santos Escobar. There's plenty of people.
That's so many.
No, I was thinking about other people in the Raw mid-card too. They should just honestly mix the whole brand together again. But if Solo, it loses it to Jacob or Jimmy, it stays going between them.
Why does he have to lose it to any of these three people?
Because Solo's not going to be a super, super, super long U.S. champ.
But why?
Because they don't want him to be.
So why didn't they let him lose to Jacob at SummerSlam?
To give you
They want Solo to have a run.
Yeah, but a run to them could mean 3 months instead of 2. You're going to run out of heels to fight Cody Rhodes on SmackDown very quickly. Solo will be one of them. You're not going to let Solo as the U.S. champ fight Cody.
Maybe we'll
see. We'll see.
Maybe will.
I'm not sure.
There's still some in the barrel. You still got friggin' Logan Paul.
Okay, who cares?
You could let Aleister Black fight him.
I would be fine with that. I'd hope Aleister would win. He won't.
You could take Damian to the heel route again. Doubt they will.
Or you just turn Cody heel and fix everybody's problems.
Don't get me started.
All right, moving forward.
But Sammy beefing with the MFT.
Yeah, Sammy gets
jumped by He wants the U.S. title, as we've said about for the past 3 minutes.
Sammy gets jumped by all the MFT. Big Jim comes to make the save alongside of Jacob.
Big Jim comes, and then Jimmy gets dropped. And then Jacob has to come save both of them. Jacob comes out and save
both of them. We get announced that it'll be a 6-man tag match in the main event. Sammy, Jacob, and Jimmy versus Solo, or any of the 3 MFTs. He didn't specify anybody.
Let's just run through the rest of the night with these people instead of...
Yeah, I was going to say... we had the little backstage segment with Sammy, Jimmy, and Jacob. Sammy's like, Jimmy, it's been so long since we've teamed together. This is awesome. Mm-hmm. And then Jacob's like, I don't know you. I only came out there because I was saving Jim, my brother. I don't care about you.
We're not brothers.
No. But it's basically. And then he says, Sammy's like, well, if you're cool with Jimmy, you're cool with me. And Jacob just says, Jimmy, make sure this guy stays out of my way. Walks, yada I mean. And then Sammy says, yada I mean? But yeah, we get to the main event.
It's a match. I'm so happy they let Tonga Loa be part of the match.
Production issue.
I thought literally by him just saying any 3 members, that would be their millionth way of saying Tonga Loa wouldn't be in the match.
But production issue, the picture for the match
I noticed the exact same
was
thing.
Tonga, JC, and Solo.
And Tonga Loa as the manager.
Yeah.
Even, I think Wade Barrett was like, Tonga Loa hasn't had much of a chance to shine lately, so this is his turn to show his version of chaos or something like that. His version of chaos is something.
It's something.
It was the tribal chief, Tonga Loa.
It was a SmackDown main event through and through.
This show sucks. I do not like SmackDown.
It's just
not
feels
the roster.
lackluster.
It's just the booking.
It's the booking. Just every week.
You know what? I know he doesn't have any actual factor in it. Screw you, Nick Aldis. It's your fault. What a terrible GM booking a horrible show.
You had the good guys win. You had Sammy get beat down.
You had Solo get pinned for the millionth time.
Jimmy literally starts the match, does like one move, tags out, and then he does not get legal man ever again. He did like one dive to the outside and like a couple super kicks, and that was it. Big Jim was a non-factor.
You had your spot towards the end where Jacob starts letting the inner wolf out.
Yeah. Jacob popped off. Jacob and Solo end up being the legal men. They both do like a double clothesline, lay each other out. Sammy comes stomping back up the metal steps. Crowd's getting into it. Tag into Sammy. And then it turns into pure chaos where everybody's flying around taking each other out because JC finally got back in. Tonga Loa got back in. Jimmy got back in. Jacob takes them all out. Takes out Tala Tonga. And then Sammy, who is the unspikeable person in WWE because Solo can never spike him, kicks Solo's thumb away as he goes to spike him, pushes him in the corner, haluva kick, 1, 2, 3, good guys win.
You know what I would have done if I were booking this match with a slight brain cell?
What? Let the bad guys win?
Let Solo pin Sami.
Yes.
Because here's what you can say then. Jacob Fatu has pinned Solo Sikoa.
Yes.
But Solo Sikoa has pinned Jacob Fatu.
Yes.
Jimmy Uso has pinned Solo Sikoa. But Solo Sikoa has pinned Jimmy Uso. Sami Zayn has pinned Solo Sikoa. But Solo Sikoa has pinned Sami Zayn. It's all going around. Do that. Do a fatal 4-way, not at Clash in Paris, so you don't have another fatal 4-way. And then let that be the end of it.
I don't see an end in sight.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, that's why I...
Yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying.
That'd be the smart way to tell an actual story.
Yes.
As opposed to just every time someone comes up, pins Solo.
But it also coming off of Paris, because you're going to have the 4-way in Paris where it's 3 good guys versus the heel, it would almost feel like you're just copy and pasting.
But this is a much more different way of setting up that match.
Everybody
here has a warranted in-match reason to be in a fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
Whereas everybody in the Seth's title is in story reasons that they're in that match.
I like it. You should probably be called in to book these shows instead of apparently Nick Aldis.
Well, I think they announced that Road Dogg is like one of the top writers now on SmackDown. So
we'll
good job, Road Dogg. Because this was, I think, his first show, maybe.
Well, he has to pick up the pieces where they were. He doesn't get to start fresh. It's not like there was a reset or a shake up or anything like that. So he's trying to pick up where he's coming from. Not going to judge him just off this show. Give him a little bit of time to get his feet wet and figure things out. But yeah, so Solo got pinned yet again by Sami Zayn. We're moving forward to most likely Sami versus Solo. But Jacob's definitely going to want to run it back with Solo as well.
Probably going to get the title back.
Probably. And other situations, we had Chelsea Green and the Secret Harvest still beefing with Charlotte and Alexa. You had Piper versus Alexa.
Alexa rolled up Piper for the dub.
Yep.
Team Chelsea beat them down.
Pretty much. Charlotte was not really running great interference outside. She acted like she was, but realistically she wasn't doing much. And then when it came down for the beatdown, she cleared the ring and then just got overpowered.
Yeah.
They got
Which
beat
makes
down.
sense. The numbers game should actually matter sometimes.
I agree. We had Mello Don't Miz and Fraxium, which was actually
some good storytelling going on here.
Yes. And it was a great match.
Carmelo Hayes in his hometown, insanely over.
Absolutely.
Is about to pick up the win on Axiom or Frazier, can't remember which one.
I believe it was Frazier.
When Miz tags himself in to steal the pinfall victory.
Finale.
This is all part of Miz's master plan to use Carmelo Hayes to get some glory.
Yep.
Where he's telling Mello, hey, no, I'm just trying to help you out. I have a plan. This is working. He's gaslighting him. Mello knows it, but Mello can't get out of this situation. Because when they talk to Nick Aldis later...
Mello wanted a U.S. title shot.
Mello comes up. He's like, when can I get my U.S. title shot? And instantly Miz shows up. And he's like, stop. No, when are we getting our tag title match? Mercy Machine Guns were there. Basically, they get into a little verbal back and forth. Miz and them. Carmelo Hayes just wants a U.S. title match.
Yeah.
Nick Aldis was there. He gives them a tag match next week.
Aldis says, I've got a great idea. Are y'all thinking what I'm thinking? And Miz says, give us a title match. Yeah. No. Next week, Motor City Machine Guns, Mello Don't Miz. Miz says
they're walking away. This is exactly what we wanted. No, it's not.
It's what you wanted. Yeah. They're gonna definitely.
I like this a lot.
Yes,
I like this a lot.
You've got
SmackDown. Thank God y'all have a tag division, or else y'all show would be unwatchable.
100%.
And last week we said Mello Don't Miz don't need to be in the tag division. Thank God for it.
I'm here for it.
They're in the one working division on the show. Thank God for it.
I will say we scaped over the match because in the match, like right at the very beginning, we had freaking Lexter Dumas and
Joe Gacy were
pop
watching.
up in the crowd
later on in the
Backstage
MFT
with the MFT
segment where MFT were like, hey, Street Profits, y'all ain't earn crap. If y'all want tag titles, y'all gonna have to get through us next. Which, with introducing MFT into the tag division, to finish what I was gonna say, Eric Rowan was watching them.
Yeah.
With introducing MFT and with introducing Mello Don't Miz, I know the tag division doesn't need them, but it helps a lot from a story standpoint because with the Wyatts defeating everybody, introducing two new teams for the other teams to earn a new shot against is very nice.
Yes.
It helps the tag division. It helps for two Mello Miz who are introduced, and whichever two members of the MFT you want to shove into the tag.
Presumably is Tala Tonga and JC.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
But it could be anybody. It helps everything.
Yes.
It's like a whole big circle of everyone helping each other.
Mm-hmm.
It helps keep the tag division relevant with fresh people. It helps keep the fresh people relevant by putting them into tag division. Mm-hmm. It helps keep the Wyatts relevant because there's possible new prey because they've already beaten everybody else.
Yep.
And it helps keep the teams that are already in the tag division more relevant because it's new people to go against.
Yes, it's not the same match on repeat. Mm-hmm. Which, keeping it in the tag division, we did have DIY versus Street Profits. This was a banger. The tag division's not going to let you down except for the Wyatt Six.
Literally. SmackDown, Raw. Raw can book a mid-card. Raw can book a women's mid-card. Raw can book a women's main event. Raw can book men's main event. Raw cannot book men's tag team. Nah. SmackDown cannot book the mid-card. Cannot book the women's mid-card. Cannot book the women's main event. Cannot book the men's main event. Can freaking book the men's tag division.
Ball out in the tag division for sure.
They have all of their stock in that tag team division. And all of it. I think like every week that matches are announced for SmackDown, the only ones that are announced are tag team matches.
As they should be, because they're the only matches I look forward to on SmackDown.
I feel like kind of recently there was a SmackDown where every match was a tag team match, even if it wasn't just men's tag division.
Yeah, wouldn't shock me. DIY and Profits had a great match. We had Candice
What
LeRae.
do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. We had Candice LeRae and BFAB both outside running interference.
I'm really starting to like Candice LeRae being with DIY.
Yes.
It was absolutely the right decision to make for somebody else benefiting from being put in the men's tag division. Absolutely the right decision for her because this is the best work she's done on the main roster.
My whole problem was you had Candice LeRae so active in the match, doing so much stuff. BFAB's just standing there.
Candice LeRae shoved her into that staircase.
Her head hit right on the corner. Mm-hmm. I freaked for a second. I was like, oh.
I had to rewind that.
Up? Yeah, I was like, is BFAB getting up? Well, she eventually does deliver a kick to Candice LeRae to keep the beef going.
But Candice, hit a Hurricane Rana on Montez into Dawkins at one point. Sick.
Yeah, no. Candice can go.
I've never historically been a Candice LeRae fan. I won't say I am a Candice LeRae fan.
But you're a fan of DIY as it is.
I'm a fan of her being with DIY.
Yeah. All four guys and the two women did great in their purpose. BFAB could have been a little bit more active on the outside in the beginning, but you can't go wrong booking any of these tag teams.
Love that we're getting a tag team feud that's not about the belts, but is about the belts.
Yeah, and we'll get...
But it's just evolving into more of a hate feud.
Yeah, and it'll become a mixed gender.
You'll get a mixed gender match.
Yeah, it'll be cool. We also had Drew defending himself to the public as to why
nothing he said was lies.
No, everything he said was true.
We said it last week. Why did Cody Rhodes just attack Drew McIntyre?
He said, "I'm not the one at fault."
He had every intention on putting me through that table and taking me out.
I love that he just says, "Play the clip again." He just watches it again. He says, Cody tore that clip doesn't show it, but Cody tore the table up. He was going to throw me. He said, let's examine the crime scene, and starts walking to the different spots. It was awesome. And he shows, I'm here when the disqualification happens in the ring. Then Cody tears up this table. And then he throws me into this pose, and he just lays it all out there.
Drew McIntyre putting the SmackDown main event on his shoulders,
which I told you last
solo carry.
Drew will make the moment out of it.
Because Cody's not even here.
Exactly. And I like that he says, I like that he says at the end, I'm not the bad guy unless you push me. I'm the real nightmare. Get well soon. Walk out.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal. Drew can tell a story in his sleep. Yeah. Yeah. Pat on the back. Just like DIY. Drew did great in this segment to give any type of relevancy to the main event. I don't have
notes.
And then, we already covered that. We had R-Truth backstage with Byron Saxton, and he's super excited about John Cena. And then Alistair pulls up, and he's like, hey, R-Truth. And then R-Truth switches into Ron Killings mode. And he says, you must have forgot. And that's it.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
See you next week, Ron.
See you next week, Ron.
I don't care.
They made me not care. they didn't keep Truth doing enough stuff post losing to Cena with the whole Punk feud going on.
I thought the whole Damian thing was that Truth was not going to be in this feud.
Yep. I don't know. They've made R-Truth not very important again in a span of a month, which sucks.
Not even. They did it in a week and then just had him not show up.
Yeah, just had him not show up. But yeah, that covered SmackDown.
Well, no, you got some women's.
Oh yeah, you had Tiffy backstage.
Tiffany, even though they seemed kind of respectful and chill about it last week, this week apparently Jade has just started begging for title shots.
And lo and behold, Nia Jax wants another title shot.
We've never seen it before. We've never gotten this before. Yes, we have.
Oh, Lord. Yes, Nothing against Nia. I don't want to watch her fight Tiffany Stratton again.
Who else is it going to be? I'll tell you who else it's going to be. Because later in the night, Kiana James says to Tiffany Stratton, she offers her a business card, offers her imagine
services.
us three together.
Yeah.
Tiffany declines. Julia already has a title, but that doesn't mean she won't come after yours. And that's the exact thing that needs to happen. The women's U.S. title is so garbage. Just put Julia in the main event. Fresh challenger for Tiffany Stratton. Fresh champion. New champion. Double champion. That brings the U.S. Since you don't have a Becky Lynch, you don't have a Bayley, you don't have a Lyra Valkyria to do something in that division.
Yeah.
Making the women's U.S. championship basically and the women's championship the same belt by having a double champ. That's how you raise the prestige. That's what you do. That's how you fix it. I'm not saying Julia's going to beat her in the next few weeks.
Nah.
I'm saying maybe in 2 months. That's how you fix the prestige of that stupid title. It's like a factory reset.
But it's not. Yes, there's no prestige behind it. I'm not disagreeing with that. But whether you put the belt on, you make Julia double champ or whatever you want to do with it, the prestige won't last because you don't have the right people in the SmackDown mid-card.
But if you book her dominant enough, she will hold both belts long enough for there to inevitably be call-ups and brand changes. They won't do it. But this is my theoretical. If you put the belts on her, double champ for a year, everything can be fixed.
You are looking past the fact that Mi Chin pulled up to Kiana James with her kendo stick and said, "I'm up next."
Okay. Get stomped.
Yeah. SmackDown's women's division, not talent-wise, just booking and story-wise.
That's the best play, dude.
I don't hate it, but I don't think they're going to take... They didn't take the belt off Tiffy to get Jade over with the belt. I don't think they're going to put a double champ on Julia anytime soon.
But it's what they should do.
We'll see what the future holds for Julia and that U.S. Women's Championship. That means oh so much to the SmackDown roster.
The Women's 24/7 Championship.
That belt didn't have a problem when Chelsea Green was champ.
The belt had a problem. Chelsea Green didn't
have a problem. Good point.
Chelsea Green was on weekly television.
Yes.
Unlike
she still
the belt isn't now.
Yeah. Let's move forward to Raw.
Need a freaking SmackDown.
Let's move forward to Raw.
SmackDown.
We had The Vision open the show.
Finally officially announced as The Vision.
Yes. And they were in Philadelphia, so Paul Heyman took over the reins.
I don't care, Paul. Paul. There is more than one goat in this ring.
Yeah.
And I am a goat. I am a god. We are in Philadelphia. Paul.
Time. Here's what I'll say. Paul Heyman is a goat. I don't know why he feels the need to keep saying it. But I personally don't need the rundown for every
introduction
single
of everybody
in the ring.
Every single week.
The first 15 minutes of Raw every week is that.
In the worst of the worst booking of it, you never saw Finn Balor come out there and be like, and this is Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
And this is Damian Priest. And this is Dominic Mysterio. You never saw, of course you didn't see Paul Heyman come out. This is the Usos. That's Roman. That's Solo. Why are we doing this? There's no better promo you can cut aside introducing them.
Yeah. The promo
the
just
shoe to
needs
follow,
to
the tribal thief. It was cool the week it was said.
And after
it's
that,
not cool anymore.
Yeah, no.
It's not cool because you keep saying it. The next big dog. The big dog. This is his yard. The future of WrestleMania. 1, why isn't he just the future of wrestling? 2, Paul Heyman.
Broken record. It's what he is.
Please
he's a broken record.
Stop. The only slightly cool part of your promo is when you started name dropping people like New Jack, and that's because it wasn't about this faction. It wasn't about yourself being an adorable oracle. It wasn't about the world championship. It was about nothing related to it.
The thing is, I like the faction.
The people in the faction are a great pick. Paul Heyman is screwing everyone over by him hogging all the mic time from Seth Rollins. Which Jey Uso came out and said, Seth, I'm tired of hearing you talk. Seth didn't say a single word.
Seth literally said that. He said, I didn't say anything yet. And then he says, Paul, I'm tired of hearing you talk. You keep threatening my family, yada, yada, yada. Which Paul, like he said, starts name dropping all these ECW people because there's going to be an Extreme Rules match between Braun Breaker and main event Jey Uso.
That's fun booking. On the fly, fun booking.
I will also say this. Seth finally did grab the mic after Jey came out and basically cut a promo for Jey on Braun that was beautiful. He said, your dad's old or slow.
He thinks your uncle's an idiot.
You're all fat. Da, da, da. Like, he cut the promo on Braun for Jey, and I loved it. Yeah. He name dropped Sandman, New Jack, RVD, Sabu, the Dudleys.
He
Tommy
said the
Dreamer.
late, great Tommy Dreamer. I know he's not dead, but he should be.
And then Braun Breaker says he's not dead, and Paul says, sadly no, or something like that. So beat. I hope he called Tommy after that and said, hey, buddy, I really don't mean it. But yeah, he name dropped a ton of ECW legends, building up the hype of being
New Jack, the only real gangster in the business. Only 2 I wrote down. New Jack. Tommy Dreamer should be dead. Dang.
Yeah, it was beat, but Jey cuts him off, says, I already know what you're thinking. Extreme rules.
Only rules I need are extreme rules.
Yeah.
We haven't heard it be called extreme rules in a long time.
So that was going to be your main event. Braun Breaker versus main event Jey Uso Extreme Rules. Do we want to continue through, or do you want to just
continue through?
Okay. So then we had CM Punk interrupt an LA Knight promo backstage with Jackie Redmond, where LA Knight's about to start cutting his promo about Paris, and Punk says, look, we need to get to Paris. We all 3 need to stick together because Seth and his dudes are going to run the number game. They're going to beat us down. We need to have Jay's back tonight. And LA Knight's like, I don't have a problem with you, Punk. You just got to stop sticking your nose in my business. And then he says, at the end of the day, it's every man for himself in Paris. And everybody's going to be saying, L.A. Knight, yeah. And then Punk just looks at Jackie Redmond and goes, no. Then Punk finds Jay in his locker room. He's like, hey, Jay, I got your back tonight. Just letting you know. Jay's like, I ain't asking for your help tonight, Oos. I got this. I need to handle this on my own.
Yeah, he's thankful for it because they are boys. Yeah. They've been boys since War Games. But.
And Punk's like, well, I will be here if you need me. Jay's like, I appreciate it, Oos. I got a match to get to.
I loved Jay's look. The shirt with with the sleeves and then the muscle bands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like it, Jay.
Did the Vision didn't have another backstage thing, did they? I can't remember. I think they did.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they just rolled straight into the main event from there. So we had the main event happen, Extreme Rules match. 5 minutes into it, there's like 15 chairs in the ring.
Yeah, they went to commercial break.
And they came out of commercial, and I was like, chairs everywhere.
Braun got thrown over the top into a shopping cart full of weapons and jacked up his knees.
Yeah, that looked rough. I was shocked that the interference didn't happen earlier.
I'm happy that the interference didn't happen earlier.
I'm glad the 2 guys in the ring got to just be in an Extreme Rules match. Was really expecting a lot of interference from the Vision earlier, and then had the good guys come out, finally make the save. But we had a decent trading back and forth. Braun finally has him where he wants him, starts bouncing off the ropes, picking up speed. Jay hits a spear out of nowhere, goes up for the Uso splash, and then that's when Bronson Reed, I think, came out, pushed Jay over. Death Valley Driver holds up the 1 to roast Roman. Seth comes out, They're all about to start jumping Jay, and then we get LA Knight first. Yeah, LA Knight comes out to make
which
the
is
save.
weird.
Yeah.
Thought it would have been Punk first.
Yeah, especially with the conversations backstage. LA Knight comes out to save Jay. Or maybe not so much to save Jay, but LA Knight comes out to get his hands on Seth. Doesn't get there. Punk comes out. Him and Seth go at it. There's chaos. Everyone's fighting. Punk takes Seth out into the crowd. LA Knight.
Thought he just got dropped by Bronson Reed.
Yeah, he just got dropped because Bronson re-interferes again. When it finally settles, the dust settles, you got Jay and Braun again. Jay gets him up on a table. He's about to do the Uso splash. Slim Jim table. Yeah. About to do an Uso splash through it. Bronson Reed interferes again. And then we get the OTC. Acknowledge your tribal chief. Roman comes down there. Does what he does. Actually, Braun's waiting for him to come down the walkway because he's about to run around the ring and spear Jay. And decides, Roman's not coming out. Makes the turn around the ring, and Roman spears him.
Braun goes to do the
run around the ring into
and
a
then
spear.
Roman intercepts him.
Yeah, which was filthy. Superman punch to Bronson Reed. Jay gets him back on the table. Uso splash 1, 2, 3. Jay Uso's your winner. And
good guys stand tall.
Yes, and we get the Roman helps him up.
This is a situation in which the good guys should stand tall.
Agreed.
Smackdown, take some notes.
Yes, and we also get a little back and forth between Roman and Bronson Reed, not on a microphone.
Roman being Roman, just talking.
Essentially says, I don't fight for shoes, buddy. I fight for championships, but I'll see you in Paris. So that match is, I'm pretty sure.
And Bronson was like, I could steal your shoes right now, but I'll just take them from you in Paris.
Yeah, so we're getting them as a singles match in Paris. I liked the fact that Roman did make the save because I was scared we were going to get no Roman again after the match at SummerSlam. He shows that he's still sticking around. He's got plenty going on. So, good guys get the win. Jay's on top. Jay with a dub makes you think that they're going to probably give... You got one more Raw, 2 more Raws before Paris? I think just one more.
I think there's one more, and then there's the go home.
Yeah, so
there's 2.
There's a chance that you either don't let Seth and the Vision get any dubs, or maybe next week, Punk fights Bronson Reed 1-on-1.
I still think they should run 6-man tag.
Agreed. Or LA Knight fights Braun 1-on-1, and let all the good guys pick up a dub over a lackey of Seth. That way they all kind of come in strong. Because you should do the 6-man tag, and Seth's team should win 100%.
Yes, absolutely.
And that way you could have everyone going into the match has
if there is 2 weeks, because we're bad at counting.
Yeah.
6-man tag should be next week, and then a good guy win the week after.
Yeah. Give everyone a little bit of momentum rolling into the show. But
maybe 6-man tag next week, heels win, and then Jay and Punk fight Braun and Bronson, and they get the win. Jay and Punk get the win.
Yeah.
Seth gets involved. LA Knight gets involved.
Yeah.
LA Knight stands tall above Seth.
I can see that. Other than the main story on Raw being the Vision versus the good guys right now, we had another EO Judgment Day fight.
EO is tweaking.
Yeah, she told Kabuki Warriors yet again, her and Asuka made up. Y'all, please stay back here. I'm going to handle this tonight.
They all get excited, start cheering.
They get hype. Io and Raquel have a match, a better match than what she had with Roxanne. I still think Io was still too focused on the crowd.
I thought she looked fine.
She looked fine.
The thing is, now stuff she does has become too popular to where she has to do that. There's no going back now. There's no going back. You just have to accept
Nowhere near as many flaws.
Every match is going to have the...
No, I'm fine with the head thing. My annoyance is when she does something very simple. It's not even necessarily a big spot, but she realizes the crowd's getting dead, which, yes, I get it. You need to get the crowd back involved. The constant come on, I don't know. It kind of gets on my nerves because Io, when she's going in the ring, she doesn't need to do that. Almost everything she does is going to get a reaction.
Yeah. I don't know.
But as soon as she wins the match, Roxanne jumps her, Raquel jumps her, Rhea comes out to save her, which Io seems appreciative of. They're hugging in the ring afterwards. Then we get a backstage segment where she's walking back in with Rhea. Asuka and Kairi Sane show up.
Asuka's like, so it's fine when she saves you, but not when we do it.
Yeah.
And then Rhea's like, "Look, Asuka, it just showed up because you weren't there to help." And then
I didn't.
They
see you
start
coming
bickering
out to
back
help.
and forth, and Io's like, and then Io runs away, and Asuka's like, "Stay out of it." And then they hit one of the cleanest transitions they've ever done. They were in a hallway that has a door into the main arena,
and they walked it out.
They walked as Rhea went forward. Then when Rhea turned off, the cameraman turned around and went into the.
Yeah, that was clean. Yet again, Kairi Sane just looks scared and then chases after Asuka.
Here for it.
I will just say a quick note about this because I want to go straight from this to Naomi, but for there to be going into this show still not knowing what's going to happen with the women's title,
I don't think there will.
Having Io and Rhea tied up in a storyline with Asuka, Kairi Sane, Raquel, and Roxanne, essentially 5 of your big hitters on Raw, is kind of shocking. That like they're involved in a story and not necessarily like some of them gearing up for a chance at the belt.
Well, I mean, none of them know what's going on with the title.
Yes,
I agree. Naomi hadn't announced the vacating of it yet.
Yes, which
congratulations.
Yes, congrats, Big Jim and Naomi, Baby Uso on the way, as the crowd chanted.
Naomi stuck in character for some of it. Told Adam Pearce to get out of her ring. She's already handed the belt over once. She will not do it again. I thought she was legit gonna be like, I'm keeping the belt. Yeah. There will be an interim champ. I'm keeping the belt. Yeah. They didn't do that.
Yeah. I like for such a happy moment in her life. I get she can't stay in character the full time because it's like, oh my god, she's happy. The crowd's going crazy for her. So it's like, yes, you can't be mean the whole time, but every time she got back into character was gold. Mm-hmm. You heifers back there have one person to thank, and that's Big Jim. If it weren't for him, I'd be stomping all y'all for the rest of the year. But yeah, congrats, Naomi, Jimmy Uso. They're having a baby, and Naomi announced
coming out. Sadly, I guess this was when her custom championship was finally ready. Mm-hmm. And she's vacating it the night she has her custom title. That crap's going to sell like crazy now. Yeah. Gonna make bank.
She tells the whole women's division, y'all have got 9 months and some change. Because as soon as I'm done...
Hey, even if I'm breastfeeding my baby in the ring...
I'm coming back to pick up where I'm leaving off.
I like it.
Yes.
Because you know what? I'll say this. I feel like without this happening, she was going to have a short reign. When she comes back... and when
she'll be over,
she will have a great reign.
Yeah, I just really hope they stick to that kind of timeline. Like, obviously, she needs more than 9 months to recover. But, like, she should literally come back and pick. I don't care who's champ. I don't care if it's Rhea, Io, Stephanie. I don't care. Let Naomi come in and immediately win the belt back.
How long are we away from Queen of the Ring?
You are asking the wrong person.
But she shouldn't have to win Queen of the Ring.
No, she should come back and immediately just say, I'm here. I want my rematch. Yeah. And that's it. But yeah, we also had Xavier and Penta. This was a good match.
Big G.
Big G's out there in a overall onesie type outfit. I love Corey Graves saying to Michael Cole, whenever the New Day is out here, you would call me Corey Greaves because I stand with him in solidarity.
He told everyone to go buy their shirts.
Yeah. We're getting Kofi versus Penta next week.
I called that they were going to run singles for all of them.
We've already had Grayson Waller. Now we had Xavier. Penta hits the Mexican Destroyer, beats Xavier off the Mexican Destroyer.
I love it. Mm-hmm. This is 2 matches in a row that Penta's winning with the Mexican Destroyer because the Mexican Destroyer gets more of a pop than the Penta Driver.
Yes. I'm here for it. I like it.
But I don't want every match to end in it. Still want some... Because a problem with every wrestler in the company besides Gunther is that every single match they end with the same move.
Yeah.
And the worst one is Sami Zayn. I know I love Sami Zayn. I know I want him to win everything.
Yeah.
Let him win a match with the Blue Thunder Bomb.
Agreed. I love the Blue Thunder Bomb.
100 times cooler move
than the Helluva Kick.
I agree. And I hate any time a wrestler hits their signature that they don't win matches on. They've used this to win countless matches.
No,
win!
They haven't.
You only book them to win with a single finisher.
Yes.
They've not won countless matches with the move that you're saying they've won it
Yes.
with, at least for the last 5 years.
I don't disagree.
You're just lying.
But, I mean, in today's world, a finisher is rarely a finisher either.
Don't say they've won countless matches with it. That's all I'm asking.
I agree.
That's all I'm asking.
We started the show by saying commentary needs to take a backseat anyways. So, I did like in this match, going into commercial, Xavier ends up on the outside of the ring and he says, "Give me my money, Cierto dinero." And then he says, "I want 18,000." And it just cuts off and goes
the
to
price of
commercial.
the hat went up.
Yes,
Because
it
when
did.
the first promo happened, he said
12,000. You had Judgment Day versus Dragon Lee and Mr. Iguana. I was really hoping we'd get the Demon Puppet again.
I like it for the pop reason.
Yeah.
But can you tell me why in kayfabe Dragon Lee is allergic to teaming with the LWO? Like he knows
should have never been in
He
it.
knows that he does not want to team with them.
Yeah.
Speaking of kayfabe with the LWO,
Oh, here we go.
here's something I found really funny.
All right.
In the walkouts for the Fatal 4-Way at TripleMania, Rey Mysterio is in Vikingo's entrance and looks at him, shakes his hand, and goes like this. Your boy, Dragon Lee, who is your protege and you dubbed the future of Lucha Libre. One, you never had a single on-screen interaction with him. And two, you're telling his opponent to go get the dub.
And beat him, yeah. I agree.
You're not advocating for the one guy who you should have been pushing to the moon. Putting a wrestler with Rey Mysterio is so bad. It really hurts them so much. It ruined Santos Escobar, almost ruined Dom.
It did.
And Dragon Lee's the next one.
The most credible heel on SmackDown at one point.
For like a 3-week span.
Yeah, no, Judgment Day versus Dragon Lee Mr. Iguana was fun. It was a good match. Again, Finn and JD can keep up with Luchadors.
I like that it was Finn and JD. And it wasn't Dom and someone else again.
Yep. And then we had El Hijo de Vikingo come out to stop
Vikingo punked Dom.
Yeah, to stop Dom from putting Dragon Lee. Well, he wasn't even going to put him through. He was just
He dropped all of them.
Yeah.
I like that it was him and not AJ, but I also hate that it was him and not AJ because
Yeah.
that's just showing more Intercontinental title irrelevancy.
Agreed.
But to stick with the Judgment Day, later in the night,
Yep.
Finn, JD, Roxanne, Raquel walking around. They're like, "Where's Dom?" And then they see him have a little conversation with El Grande Americano.
Yet again.
And when Finn asks, he says, "Hey, I'm just doing whatever I can to keep the Judgment Day on top." They keep walking off. Finn looks a little confused.
JD says, "See you in the truck."
Yep.
Yep.
Finn getting betrayed by the Judgment Day. Finn turning face. Finn beating Dom for the Intercontinental title.
I think I don't hate that thought, but I almost see it the opposite way. As it currently sits, Finn brought Roxanne in. Finn and JD are tight. They will kick Dom out before they kick Finn out. Unless Liv comes back.
Nah. Nah. Because Finn needs that.
Yeah, Finn does need it. I don't disagree.
Dom is the next in line to be the leader. Finn needs to get out of the group.
Yes, but at some point, it's okay if the group just goes away, too.
And then, who can be his ally against them? AJ Styles.
Oh, club reunion? That'd be kind of hype.
Just like how the first goings of the Judgment Day started.
We had Becky versus Natalia
It was
for the IC title.
Natty was selling an injury to the arm the whole time.
Yeah, she threw her into the ring post.
I don't think it was real.
Yeah, she sold her left arm being hurt the whole time. Becky basically just kept attacking the arm. It was what you expected it to be for a random IC title defense on Raw. She goes to beat down Maxine and Natalia after the match, and Nikki Bella comes out. Nikki beats down Becky.
So here's my thing. I think all of this together in the women's division. Don't put the women's title on Clash in Paris. Let all your women have a tournament, and then the winner faces Stephanie for the belt.
Okay.
You need a women's match for Clash in Paris. Becky versus Nikki.
Okay. I'm with it. I don't think they're not going to crown a champion, though.
You got 1 week.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. Stephanie was guaranteed a match. That's the
She's
thing.
guaranteed a match, and she can still get a match.
She can be
maybe not at Clash in Paris.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not like she's from Paris.
They really haven't approached that story at all. Obviously because you were waiting for Naomi to announce the announcement.
Last week you said nothing about Naomi. This week you did the Naomi reveal and said nothing about the belt.
Yeah, so now we're gonna have a scramble either to get to Paris or, like you were saying,
Michael Cole, I'm pretty sure, said we'll be addressing the women's championship next week.
Yeah. So the only other thing I can think that happened was Sheamus backstage.
Sheamus and Rusev have beef.
Yes.
Adam Pearce had to separate them and screamed his absolute heart out.
Yeah.
And Sheamus and Rusev are getting a shot at Clash in Paris.
Yep.
I hope this isn't the end.
He
like
said
Adam Pearce said it would
be.
This is it. It shouldn't be.
One last time.
It shouldn't be.
I agree.
I'm happy that they actually got a pay-per-view shot.
Yes.
Because in the modern day, if your match if you're not a main eventer or in a title match, you're not getting on a show. But they got on it.
Yes. I also really appreciate that Rusev.
Oh, and it's a Donnybrook match.
Yeah. Sheamus is just talking to Jackie Redmond, and Rusev just knows he's talking about him. Comes around the corner screaming. I loved it. It was awesome. But yeah, we get him at Clash in Paris. It'll be a good match. They're not going to have a bad match.
Yeah.
So I'm hyped for it. You're
Donnybrook between these two is going to go insane.
Yeah, you're guaranteed a great match there. So there's at least one to look forward to on the card. World Heavyweight be good too. I don't remember what else has been announced.
Cena Logan.
I'll be hyped to watch Cena.
In ring, it'll probably be the best final match of Cena's last run.
Because Logan Paul is just going to go crazy. Wouldn't be shocked. But yeah, that covered Raw and SmackDown and TripleMania. It was a week in wrestling.
It was a week, certainly.
TripleMania was the best show. Give me your wrestler of the week, match of the week, real quick.
I gotta look through what we got.
You already know what it's from.
Fatal 4-Way, Copa Bardahl.
I say go Copa Bardahl.
Fatal 4-Way was technically sound, but had a bad ending. I'm going with the Copa Bardahl.
Yes, sir. I like it. Wrestler? Omos. That's awesome.
Never thought I'd be... I love Omos. I've been an Homo sapien for years.
Yes.
Never thought I'd be giving a Wrestler of the Week. Wrestler of the Week is going to Omos.
I like it. I'm going with the Judgment Day with the 6-man match. Well, 2 men, 1 woman on each team. With Nino, Hamburguesa, Mr. Iguana, and Lola Vice. And tempted to give it to Nino over there as Wrestler of the Week, but I will probably give it to me personally. I thought I enjoyed, not that, as I said earlier, the film was phenomenal, JD in both matches more, and I don't think I'll ever get a shot to give JD Wrestler of the Week again, so I think I'm going to give JD McDonough Wrestler of the Week.
We're going with some unseen picks here.
Yes, we are.
I had one thing I did want to talk to you about.
Go ahead.
Sorry I'm doing this after. I am sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
Theoretically.
Okay.
If there is 2 El Grande Americanos.
Oh, now we're on to this. Okay. I'm interested.
Is the current one better than the original?
Not in my opinion. No.
Is he doing better work with the character than the original?
I think he's given more to do with the character, if that makes sense.
That's a great way, because I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking about it so much. If they are separate, El Grande 1 maybe OTC Grande was really fun, but kind of felt like he was doing the same thing every week.
Yeah,
this El Grande's got some very interesting stuff going on with him.
Yes, but I think
this El Grande's not as good in ring as the first El Grande if they are separate.
No. I will say the first El Grande, if there are 2, was almost like, I agree, he was the repetition.
Blueprint.
Yeah.
He was the blueprint.
And then they realized he's over with everyone. we can do anything with this guy that we want to. And so they're willing to take more chances with him, have him on anything and everything they can get him on.
The entrance.
I love it.
The entrance.
I love it. I'm just saying
and now he's getting some different looking. Now El Grande maybe won.
Yeah.
Aside from wearing a different singlet at WrestleMania, wore the same mask every week. More similar singlet every week.
Yep.
This El Grande had the Mexican flag on his mask.
I'm just, if there theoretically were two, I think I'm more personally a fan of the original. But I think El Grande is phenomenal.
It's a legacy character.
I was about to say, it could be a legacy character.
Lineage. I don't know. I bought the freaking shirt. I have the mask at home. I love El Grande Americano.
Amazing.
I've said it before. I am just so happy this wasn't a 2-month storyline.
Yes. It needed to be what it was, what it is, and what it will be.
I really don't want it to end.
No.
Like, I really don't think it should ever end.
It shouldn't. Even if he becomes a legacy. El Grande should be in WWE for the rest of WWE's existence.
Best original luchador.
I can agree with that.
The only other one I can think of is Sin Cara, which was their attempt at making Lucha gold.
Hype, though.
But it didn't work.
Yeah.
This
works. This is
yet to
not
so
work.
Out there that it's nothing like anything else. So it should stay around. Because you're not going to, if you get rid of it, you're not going to get to do it again.
I 100% agree. If you end it, there's no going back.
None. It's not
Same
like it's the
thing
bloodline.
I said about Roman. Once you end that title, you can't go back to Roman being champ because it's never going to have that feeling again.
Who would have thought? Within the matter of like 3 minutes, our wrestlers of the week were JD McDonough and Omos, and El Grande Americano was compared to Roman Reigns' title reign.
Only here on Hill Tactics. That's all I got to say. Anything else?
Nope.
All right.
That was the talk. I did have that. I wanted to ask.
For sure. Had to get one in there. All right. Thank you all for watching. This is episode 11. We're officially getting into the double digits. We're going to be here for a while, people.
I'm going to say legitimately, if you made it this far,
thank you.
Thank you. And please like and subscribe.
Yes, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Send it to anyone you even remotely think would enjoy it. We definitely are in a odd time with SmackDown and Raw just being boring almost.
With SmackDown just being boring.
SmackDown's boring. There's pieces. There's always pieces that are good, but it doesn't overcome
But we have
the
cemented
whole.
this as a WWE podcast.
Yes,
that's
the
what it's
podcast
going
is gonna be.
I have no intention on changing that.
Yeah.
We're talking about WWE.
It's what we're covering weekly.
It's not that other stuff doesn't exist. It's what we're talking about.
It's also impossible to try to cover it all. Time-wise. It's just between actual working schedule.
It's not like you can't watch every show.
No.
But watching every show and us having to have recording and editing time.
Yep.
We don't have another man on our crew.
Nope.
We both have full-time lives.
Yep. I barely have a life at this point in time.
Well, I'm saying like stuff we do. I'm in school.
Yeah, I mean work, school, this, and then just WWE alone. If you're just watching Raw and SmackDown, you are guaranteed 4.5 to 5 hours of your time off is watching wrestling. Not to mention a pay-per-view every 3 weeks. Not to mention recording this, editing this, cutting up social media, all of that. So there's not time enough at this current point for us to do any other stuff.
Yes.
Would love to cover other stuff. It's just time constraint wise, it's not working right now. But maybe in the future, we can get some stuff going on that. But yes, if you made it this far, we appreciate you so much. We hope that you have enjoyed us rambling on, and we will be back next week. Coming up,
might start filming on Wednesdays, which would mean we'd be posting on Friday mornings because of how our editing time takes.
Yes. Scheduling might have to change a little bit. We will let you know next week. I guess will be the determining factor. Yeah, next week we will officially let you know.
I'll make a post on YouTube if we change it.
And other than that, we hope you have a great day, great night, great morning whenever you're watching. You can find us on Spotify, Amazon, and
iHeartRadio.
Hit the line, Christian. Podcast is on all those platforms, plus YouTube, the main channel. We've got shorts and stuff coming out on social media, so follow us.
Want to start
everywhere.
Making some 2K content soon. That's just me, though.
All about time. That's the problem. But yeah, just check out the social medias and all that, and we'll keep on chugging forward. We've got Clash in Paris in, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll see you back next week.
It's 1 or 2. It's not 2 or 3. I think it's 2.
Okay. Well, we'll see you back next week with another Raw and SmackDown leading into Paris. Thank you.